closet with the wheelchair classics and jumped in the window of the coupe like Bo Dukes in the Dukes of Hazzards.
Now to the good part.
Hello and thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup is underway. This is Game 2, and things will only get more intense from this point forward. Here with Grant Hill, Doris Burke, and Ali LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, and joining us at the broadcast table tonight, our very special guest, Shams Charania. Great to have you with us, Shams.
Great to be here, B.A. Great to be here with you guys. I very much look forward to this.
We'll see if you say that when you're done with us here. Shorter rotation player, next man up mentality, though. It does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor. That can be a challenge. Now, we'll see how they overcome it.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. We've got Ball, Jeremy Sohan out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Beck in at the power forward position. And for Miami, Bam Adebayo is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Mitchell, then there's Hassan Whiteside, and it's Wade in at the 2. And you look at this draft class for the Hornets, Shams. What stands out to you?
Immediately, B.A., I'm told that front office is prioritizing culture, guys that want to play the right way. And in Knipple and McNeely, they added shooting and grit. And for a team that's trying to up its toughness and tenacity, they seem like just what the doctor ordered. So this Hornets organization is very happy about their addition.
Going to be a very interesting team to watch.
Definitely. LaMelo Ball has a lot of upside. What can he do with some guys that are going to bring some culture to this team?
There's Ball with a 3. A rebound by Whiteside. Here's Wade driving inside, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
I'll tell you, still such a force on these drives. Wayne Wade, give him a lane, and he'll take advantage.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. And it's the Hornets ball. Pass to Beck. Back to Ball. Let's go with a 3. He buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
First quarter, just over a minute played. From 6 feet away, and James finishes it off.
And LeBron makes that insane dribble move look so effortless. What a showman he is.
The 3 from Ball. And he can't get that one.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Adebayo from long range. Knocks down the long J.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Here's Petrovic. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Whiteside.
Boy, they're slow to get it going here tonight. Just 1 for 4 to start.
The kick out to Adebayo. Again, the Heat score.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team. The ability to knock down jumpers.
Ball passes to Sohan. Ball outside. To end the run. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
The shot by James, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Pass to Bridges. Sohan with the ball. Ball way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Ball's got 6. And the one thing you hear about in hoop circles, the weak link theory. You familiar, Shams?
Yeah, you know, it's an idea that to win nowadays, you can't have a weak link for the other team to expose. You need guys that can play both ends of the floor, guys that can play defense, guys that can also spread the floor, that aren't a liability on either end of the floor. So we saw that in the NBA Finals, 2 teams clearly stacked with guys who play both ends.
Now here's Mitchell, coming off a 12-point game. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to ball. Shot clock at 5. Charlotte needs to get off a shot. Petrovic, shot is off.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And the layup is good.
I'll tell you how lethal a threat in these open floor situations does Dwayne Wade continue to be. This is so nice to watch.
Now here's Ball. He's got 6. The 3 is up. Charlotte, no good that time either.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
On the wing, Wade, pounded by Ball. Fires from 14, and the jumper is good. 6 points for him.
See, these difficult finishes take incredible concentration, and Dwayne Wade is accustomed to taking those hits.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And more, we're seeing teams run one center with 4 perimeter players, Shams. What's changed?
Well, it's a copycat league. When things are going great, other teams want to copy. And so what we're seeing now is teams' most effective lineups, more shooting and more mobility. That usually overbalance any deficit you have as far as shot blocking or rebounding in today's NBA.
Pass to Beck. Here's Petrovic. Still without a bucket. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Wade. He has 6. Outside for Mitchell. James, right side. Pure from 3-point range. James has got his 2nd basket of the night.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Ball passes to Sohan. Here's Petrovic. 4-3. Drills it from deep. Petrovic has got 5 points.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Here's Wade. Here's James. That one no good. Nice D from Bridges.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Pass to Beck. Back to Bridges. Here's Petrovic. Off target from 3-point range. Heat leading by 5. Here's Wade. Goes up on the wing. The rebound by Bridges.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Pass to Beck. Here's Petrovic. Lets it go from 11. And he gets the jumper to drop. Petrovic has got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Miami has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Back to Wade. Outside Adebayo. There's the triple. Petrovic with a rebound. Hornets trail by 3. And you talk to front office insiders, they'll tell you depth is a necessity for a winning team, Shams.
With more parity, that comes more competition. And I'm told front office executives are continuing to scout players that they feel bring that competitive drive, that desire, that will to want to play and compete on a nightly basis, because these games this season gets long. It's not as frequent when you can just coast through games. You need some real horses to finish the race of the regular season.
Yeah, good point. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. The 3 from Ball. Kept alive by Charlotte. Here's Beck. And it's in there. Now just a 1-point Miami lead.
Boy, you can see this guy's work ethic. He just refuses to give up on that possession, and he gets rewarded for it.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Checked in for Charlotte. Dinwiddie comes in for LaMelo Ball. And though it's early, let's take a look at the Cup standings.
Yeah, getting off to a hot start is really important in this tournament because there's so little margin for error.
Here's Bosch. He played a great game against New Orleans. Hero for 3. Nails it from 3.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
Sohan outside. Here's Petrovic. 7 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Dinwiddie outside. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Wade. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Wade's got 8. Shams, we've heard Commissioner Silver suggest that with the global audience for the game, team market sizes matter less to free agents.
For most players, it's about winning, and then secondarily, where they'd like to live. And the financial aspect of market size is not as relevant as it once was. Money still does talk, though.
That might be one of the biggest changes in the game over the last few decades.
BA, you can win and succeed anywhere.
Here's Wade after Charlotte's 3-pointer on the other end. Back to James. And it's James with the jam.
Hey guys, this is superior strength by James. Even when the defense roughs him up, he's more than capable of playing through them. It's amazing.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Whiteside.
First team foul. Now at the line, LeBron James.
And that one misses.
What's striking about LeBron James is how his game has morphed to now it's all about guile and smarts and experience. He continues to dominate just in a different way.
And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Kept alive by Charlotte. Beck. Off target from the baseline. And James has got the ball here for the Heat. It's a 5-point game. Oh, steps back and drains the jumper. He's got 9.
This is a dangerous area for LeBron James. You get him into that mid-range area, you don't know what he's going to do.
Back to Dinwiddie. Fires from deep. And Hero grabs the board. Miami leading by 7. Pass to Wade. Pulls up on the wing, and it's Miami with another.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Wade's gone 5 of 8 from the field. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Ball. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Ball's got 8.
LaMelo Ball, shot ready, always.
Now Hero. Pass to Bosch. And here's James. Over Knipple. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. 11 points for LeBron James.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Yet to see a basket. Ball left side. Just 5 to shoot. For 3. Adebayo grabs the board.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Miami moving it around. And there's James from the arc. It's rebounded by Beck. Beck's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Diabate. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Charlotte shooting their first free throw tonight. So for Miami, Norman Powell, he's checked in for LeBron. Larson comes in for Wade.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
There's 21 seconds left in the first. Hero outside. The 3. That one doesn't drop. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Miami out in front. They lead by 6. And we'll return shortly. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
They've got Bam Adebayo. Tyler Hero is out there with Jonas. Then there's Powell, and it's Bosch in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Miami starts the second with. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." BA, back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, thank you.
Yeah, first quarter, he's dropped 2 threes. Now he has another to his credit.
Pass to Hero. Adebayo, a screen on Ball. It's Adebayo, high post. It's rebounded by Charlotte. This, their first look at this year's Miami squad.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall. They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
And with picks 2 and 3 in this year's draft, Chums, we saw the Spurs and the Sixers add to already crowded backcourt rotations.
The draft is really a talent grab, so you have to go for the best available. But we saw in the finals the value of having multiple guys who can play with the ball in their hands, spread the floor, do multiple things on the court, and the competitiveness is a big part of this. The ability to play both ends is a big part of it. So all of those traits are increasingly important to win in today's NBA.
Now here's Hero. He had 25 points in his last game. Pass to Jonas. 5 to shoot. It's Powell on the wing. No good on the three.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Dinwiddie passes to Ball. Back to Dinwiddie. Now Ball launches it. Ball with another miss. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And here's Hero. Over Dinwiddie. Hero with the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Miami lead.
They're just letting the play develop. Hero is gifted at reading and breaking defenses down.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Mitchell's checked in for Miami. And it's approaching 2 decades since the launch of the modern smartphone, Shams. It's put the game in the palm of your hand.
Well, you know, I don't go anywhere without my phone, and of course, that accessibility is a key part of why Adam Silver says the league has been supercharged by technology. Social media and our phones are a big part of the game.
Can you imagine it any other way at this point?
Absolutely not.
Bridges misses. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
For a good call, you have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. For 3, Powell. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
To the middle. The kick out to Ball. The 3-pointer off the mark.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Powell finds Hero. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Dinwiddie outside. The 3 from Ball. Adebayo grabs the board. Heat leading by 8. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Adebayo. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Hornets have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. For Miami, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Bosch, the pass to Powell. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Hornets trail by 10. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Back to Ball. Dinwiddie outside. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Shams, a personal question for you. This is just about the industry in general. I know you have all these sources. You don't reveal your sources. No good journalist does. But what's in it for them?
You know, BA, I'm going to tell you guys, because this is a nice family environment here at the desk. It's always something for me, 365, 24/7. These are real relationships. It's always a two-way street when it comes to whether it's a source, a relationship that I have in this industry. And right now, more than ever, it's a relationship business. You can't just show up when you need someone. And so for me, I go every day to try to build the best relationships I can.
Hey, and let's face it, we're in the entertainment industry. And how entertaining is it to get a scoop from Shams?
Come on now, we're all waiting for it.
So for Miami, James comes in for Norm Powell. And it's Wade in for Tyler Hero. And Charlotte making a change here. So it's Miami now. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Wade. He's got 10. Out to James. There, LeBron for three.
Vintage LeBron James. He's cooking, and this guy may be the best to have ever done it.
Pass to Knipple. The three from Ball. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
James finds Mitchell. That three's off the mark. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Trailing by 10.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
And this is what the schedule looks like for Miami. On Monday, they'll take on Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Tuesday,
the road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Norman Powell, he's checked in for Miami. And a change for the Hornets. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for LaMelo Ball. From the arc, Miami grabs the miss. Bosch has got his 6th rebound on the night. Fires from 14. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Petrovic. And it's Miami with a rebound. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Powell. Out to James. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Up top, Bridges. Still no points. Pass to Knipple. Lets the 3 fly. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Bang, bang, as they say. Knipple with the quick release off the catch.
Here's Wade. Powell outside. Here's Bosch. He's got 6. 6 to shoot. Here's Wade. They get it back. Got a piece of it. Here's Bridges. And he converts the layup. Bridges has got his first 2 points.
Boy, that's solid work on the interior. I love how assertive Miles Bridges is on the offensive end. Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Yeah, I think Coach calls his timeout right now because he's not happy with the distribution of shots. Difficult shots, contested shots. You've got to get a better offensive rhythm.
Checked in for Charlotte. All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points. The Hornets 4th.
This is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
Back to pass to Dinwiddie. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Bridges finds Dinwiddie. And the 3 off target.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
On the wing, Wade. Pass to James. Outside Mitchell. The 3 is up. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 3rd assist of the night. Tipped. Out to Powell. From deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
They're winning despite his performance here, and they have had his back all night.
Petrovic. Charlotte, no good that time either. Heat leading by 9. James passes to Wade. Steps back and fires. It's rebounded by Beck. Beck's got 8 rebounds in the game. 1:49 left to play in the first half. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game. Hassan Whiteside, he's checked in for Miami. Bam Adebayo comes in for Powell. Sohan's checked in for Charlotte. Ball comes in for Dinwiddie. Now here's Ball. Give him 20. James outside. Whiteside with a screen on Bridges. The shot by James, no good. Hornets trail by 9. Pass to Bridges. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Miles Bridges explosive right there on the interior. Goes right through the coverage.
All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
Well, that was fun having Shams sit in with us. I'll tell you what, if you're looking for the inside scoop, he's the guy.
So true. He's got his finger on the pulse of this entire league. If something's going down, you can count on him letting everybody know about it.
And Petrovic gets it to go. Petrovic has got 13.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
The 3 from Mitchell, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Well, Dwayne Wade simply dominating on offense, and he's making it look easy, guys.
Mitchell against ball. That one is off.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
And so it's the Miami Heat with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, where's your team getting its confidence and energy from in that first half?
Yeah, we're getting a lot of it off our defensive stops, and then once we got into a rhythm, then it started to, just make some tough ones, which, sometimes happens when you see the ball go in.
Defense set the tone, though. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the Charlotte Hornets. As a team, how do you stay focused when you're up like this?
Well, maybe you start making dinner plans, decide where to go on your next vacation.
Yeah, that focus, good advice, Shaq. This is the NBA. Anything can happen. You got to stay sharp and keep up the intensity.
Well, you can tell some of us are more focused than others. All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the Hornets.
When you're ice cold from three-point land, it's definitely time to change things up.
What do you know about being ice cold from three-point land? I don't know. It's part of their DNA. But at this point, they need to see the ball go through the net. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. LaMelo Ball with a strong contribution so far in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. 9-point game. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, star players around the league ponder a change of scenery. Miami certainly has some great views.
On the court for Charlotte, we've got Jeremy Sohan. Miles Bridges is out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Beck in at the power forward position. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Back to you guys.
A great passer. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Now here's Ball. LaMelo working inside.
There is such a length that comes with LaMelo Ball. This guy's ability to finish in the paint is really admirable.
James outside. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Wade. 14 points for him. From deep, Mitchell. Good. And the assist goes to Adebayo. Mitchell's got 9 points.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Here's Petrovic. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
Back to Mitchell. Miami moving it around. Pass to Wade. And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance. Here's Beck. Back to Ball. Three-pointer. Rebounded by LeBron. James has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Wade. He's got 16. Outside Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. And it's off from three-point range.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Sohan. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Out to James. Here's Wade. Outside Mitchell. James outside. Three-pointer, no good. Hornets trail by 5. Petrovic passes to Beck. Now here's Ball. From downtown, hits the trifecta. Ball's got 25 points in the game.
Well, LaMelo, Ball in the catch-and-shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And with new ownership and a new front office, some hope that the Hornets can get going, Doris.
Well, they need to, BA, because it has been a long, slow history of a lack of success, and that can really wear out a fan base. Here's what we know. In the modern NBA, you have to begin with great ownership. And then your front office has to make really smart decisions. Draft well, make key trades, the acquisition of key veterans. And then your coaching staff has got to buy in. So much goes into this.
James deciding where to go with it. Outside for Mitchell. Pass to Wade. Just 4 to shoot. Knocks down the step-back Jay. Wade's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, that in-between game, right? How many years has Dwayne Wade had a feel and a knack for how and when to make that shot?
Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, B.A., because pressure against the best players doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, he's a fearless player. I mean, Sohan not afraid to give up his body to give his team a better chance.
And that's good as he hits both shots. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Mitchell, the pass to Wade. Miami moving it around. Adebayo from long range. It's rebounded by Beck. Beck's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Petrovic. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight.
That unselfishness of LaMelo has been on display since day one.
James passes to Whiteside. Here's Wade. Pass to Adebayo. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. And the Heat lead by 2.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Here's Beck. The kick out to Ball. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Wade drives in. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. And Ball gets it to go. Here's Wade. 18 points for him. Outside Adebayo. Back to Wade. And a nice finish on the layup. Wade's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, this is perhaps the best weapon in Dwayne Wade's very varied arsenal. The feel in the paint, incredible.
Pass to Beck. Ball against Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Petrovic. And that misses. That would have put him up. And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
And even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
Here's Ball. Miami making their last shot. Puts up a 3. Deep range. LaMelo. What focus.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Here's Wade. Give him 20. And there's James from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Beck's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And it's Bridges with the jam.
You combine strength, athleticism, unbelievable hops. Miles Bridges, yes, sir.
Here's Wade. James inside. He's against Bridges. Pass to James. Takes a 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. James has got 17 points.
You've seen late in LeBron's career much more emphasis on that three-point shot, really extending that range.
Now here's Ball. 30 points in the game. Petrovic shot is off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Wade from outside the arc. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Well, this guy has turned himself into a solid three-point threat. Dwayne Wade, early in his career, put a ton of time in to make sure he could make shots from out there.
There's Ball with a 3. Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 8 rebounds in the game. James passes to Adebayo. Here's Wade. 14 feet away, and it's Miami with another.
That just continues to make his living from right there. Dwayne Wade feels so comfortable in the mid-range.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Making a switch here. Heroes checked in. Knipples checked in for Charlotte. And the Hornets with possession here. They trail by 7. Here's Petrovic. He's got 18. There's Ball with a 3. It's rebounded by Wade. And for Miami, they're shooting about 53% on the third. A very good number. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And adding into this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Here's Petrovic. Pass to Sohan. To halt the run. The offensive rebound. Ball outside. Three-pointer. Here's Knipple. Here's Petrovic. 6 on the shot clock. Over James. Petrovic, shot is off.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Out to James. From behind the arc. From the corner, James with the stroke.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
A situation made for LaMelo Ball. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Here's Wade. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. 1:56 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Knipple. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Rising up. Knipple really showing his verticality.
Now James. Adebayo from long range. Ball with the rebound.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1-3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
1:19 left in the third quarter. Pass to Beck. The rebound by Whiteside. Whiteside's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. James outside. The kick out to Adebayo. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 6 assists in the game. 52 seconds left in the third. Ball taking his time here. Here's Petrovic. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Petrovic has got 21.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Pass to Whiteside. James inside. And it's James inside.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Hornets trail by 9. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Ball outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Petrovic. Three-pointer off the mark. And so it's the Miami Heat. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Norman Powell. And it's Bosch in at center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Tries a 10-footer, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. 27 points for him.
This is an accomplished, polished interior scorer. Don't let the two-guard position fool you. Dwayne Wade from the cup. Oh.
Here's Beck.
Chris Bosh. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Heat on D. Here's man.
Well, this guy's not just a beast on the offensive end. I know Dwayne Wade's a little bit older, but boy, he can shut you down.
Outside Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Miami needs to get off a shot here. Count the basket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Knipple. Fires the 3. Drains the triple.
The defenses have to chase Knipple off the three-point line, or he will just continue torching them from there.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Pass to Bosch. 17-foot shot on the way. The Hornets pull it in. Now here's Dinwiddie. Bridges outside. There's the 3. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 of his 8 attempts. And here's Powell. He'll bring it up for Miami. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Pass to Wade. Here's Bosch. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Dinwiddie with it. Bridges outside. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by the Heat. Bosch has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside for Mitchell. Pass to Jovic. Here's Wade. And Miami again with the bucket.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Outside man. Pass to Knipple. They set the pick. Beyond the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Heat leading by 11. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here's Wade. It's rebounded by Beck. The Hornets have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Bridges finds Dinwiddie. Pass to Knipple. Jacks up a 3. Mitchell grabs a miss.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Wade. And he makes it on the layup. Wade's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Dinwiddie outside to the paint. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. the Hornets making a change here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle, and Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Whiteside. Now James. Double team on James. Miami moving it around. There's a screen by Whiteside. From deep, Mitchell. Sohan with a rebound. Sohan's got 4 rebounds now. Bridges finds ball. Here's Petrovic. Here's the 3. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 6 assists in the game. James outside. Outside for Mitchell. The 3 sinks the tray. And the Heat lead by 11.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And James has got the ball here for the Miami Heat. They've led by as many as 14. Hero, no good. Hornets trail by 11. Here's Petrovic. Picked up by Sohan. Ball outside. He's off on the layup.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Mitchell, a screen on Bridges. James, outside. Sends it home from three-point land. James has got 25 points in the game.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
James finds Whiteside. James outside. Launches a 3. And again, Miami with a triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Ball passes to Bridges. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Screen by James. Whiteside, the pass to Hero. And the Heat, another 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Hornets trail by 16. Pass to Knipple. It's stolen by James. And there's the lay-in. James has got 8 points in the quarter.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Mitchell, the pass to Whiteside. Hero on the wing. And the Heat, another 3.
Well, Hero takes a ton of threes, no doubt. I mean, he has the green light from his coaches and teammates.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Knipple. Check by James. Looking to win the run. On target from range. Petrovic has got 14 points now in the second half.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Hero for 3. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Knipple from the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Hero. The 9-foot shot. Outside Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Outside Hero. Bridges pulls it down. Hornets trail by 18. He takes it in for 3. And he nails it.
You can't give a shooter like Knipple the shortest 3 in basketball. I mean, he's money from the corner.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. He's checked in for Tyler Hero.
Heat Youth Dancing. That was your Heat Youth Dancers, everyone. Show them some support.
Miami leading by 15. James outside. Here's Wade. James outside. Cash from downtown.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number one on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Here's Petrovic. Rebounded by Adebayo. Here's James. Here's Wade, driving in. There are usually one or two mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Bridges finds ball. Misses the three. Miami leading by 20.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Heat.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological...
Good! Another from three.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got two guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. James inside. He's guarded by Bridges. No coverage that time.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Ball outside. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Well, at the rim, that's just a matter of size differential, right? That's usually the result.
At the line for the Hornets, LaMelo Ball, 1.
The Heat winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, LeBron James.